Hello, hello. I'm just going to close my door here. How is everyone doing today? 24 hours later, we're back with another live. This time we're going to focus on some paper collections that have arrived. So we'll just give everyone a minute to get comfortable and say hello in the chat. How's everyone's day going? Good? Mine flew by, and I feel like I need a nap. Oh, I felt like I wanted to have a nap at noon, but I pushed through it and no nap. So here I am. It's what happens when you've had a very, very busy weekend. We call this we call it the RC hangover, but it's moved into day 2 for me. Actually, yesterday I felt pretty good, but today, it slammed me pretty good. But I guess that means we all had a good weekend if we're paying for it Monday, Tuesday, right? Okay, so this is our giveaway today. I'll run through it with you. Since we're doing paper collections, I thought we should do something a little more paper crafting related rather than card making related. Same rules as yesterday. So minimum purchase of $25 and regular price product. And then you have to make a comment in your order that says live stream or live of some sort so that I know that you were here. And you have until noon tomorrow to get your order in. And then I'll do a random draw and post it just shortly after noon. I did post our winner from yesterday. So you can check that out over on our socials and you can see if you were the winner. And then we will add your prize to the box. Okay, so what's everyone saying here? Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. 2 more days of school left and the kids are off the walls. Yes, you must be a teacher. I'm sure that they are very excited. Put my back out today and watching you flat on my floor. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not good. I know what that feels like. So hopefully you feel better. And it is such a beautiful day. Yes, sunny, and hoping to get out for a bike ride after dinner. That's where I sort of de-stress and reset, because I usually work in the evening as well a little bit. So just kind of gives me a little break. But yes, hoping to get out for a bike ride, enjoy the sunshine, warm weather. I'm pretty sure I heard my husband jump into our pool just before I started. So I'm a little jealous, but let's do this. Okay, so this is an assortment of papers from the Bug Explorer collection from Bella Boulevard. And in here you get a bonus sheet on the back. And then you're going to get all of these papers. So this is our prize for today's draw. So it's some really great basics. Oh, sorry, I'm flipping them off screen. So on the back, there's very great basics. And then there's some very themed papers too. So if the bug thing is not your thing, don't stress, because there's lots of generic stuff on here too. And then there are some basics here at the back as well. Just some dots and checks that coordinate with the collection too. And then there's a whole bunch of embellishments here. So let's see what we got. We've got, now the packaging popped open on this. These are called tabbies. So I can open it. It's just the adhesive let go on it. So there's all sorts of little black and white tabs that you can use for embellishing layouts and cards. We've got a couple of kinds of washi tape here. And then we've got some acrylic words. We've got some corrugated hearts. We've got some felt bows on clips. We've got some felt pennants. And then we've got a whole bunch of ephemera that goes with that. So that's all going to go to one person. And again, I kind of went over the rules at the beginning, and I'll go over them again at the end of the live just to recap and let everyone know how that works. So to start it off, just wanted to let everyone know that we did get our restock on the craft catchers. These are from the makers of Glassboard Studios, who make the glass boards that we use and rave about, the magnets and all that sort of stuff. These craft catchers are so amazing. This little lip just tucks underneath the glass board, and they sit next to your glass board. You can just slide things right off onto the glass, into the catcher. But even if you don't have a glass board, these are pretty awesome to have sitting around you on your desk, because you can store like dies and stamps if you want to keep things close by. You can use them as little garbage trays. They work great for sequins and gems, tiny little things that you don't want to have lost. You can even use it as a tool tray for things that you grab all the time. So like if you've got some stuff that you want to keep handy, they are great. And it does come as a set of 3. Large, medium, and small. Like I said, this little lip fits right under the glass board. And then this makes this flush with the edge, so you can just sort of swoosh things off, which is nice. They have little rubber feet on the bottom, so they don't slide around if you have them on your glass mat. Even on your desktop, it kind of holds them in place. So we did get a restock on those. So if you've been waiting for them, then you can go ahead and order those as well. So I'll just put my little tools back here, put my catchers back where they're supposed to go. And we're going to start off with some collections from Simple Stories. So along with the paper collections, they came out with another release of their craft storage pouches. The first release had all the trim done in teal, and now they've done all the trim in pink. So same exact bags. If you have not checked these out, they are the best quality mesh bags I've ever seen. They're amazing. You can bend these and fold these, and then they even just pop out with no creases or anything. They have a great zipper on them, so they keep everything inside the pouch. They have their little Simple Stories label on the side. And this one here is I'll give you the right names. This one is the small pouch, and it's 10 inches by 6 inches. So they're called vinyl pouches, but they have that mesh design on them that we see all the time. So that's the small one. And then the medium one is this size here, and that measures 13 by 10. So you can put 8.5 by 11 paper in here. So it's big enough for that. Again, same features. It's got the zipper, the Simple Stories tab on the side, and the zipper. And then the large one, this is a cool one. This one is 14 by 14. So that means it holds 12 by 12 papers. So I'm just going to show you this little giveaway we're going to do here. I can put the whole thing into this pouch very easily. So, and I could zip that up. So really great if you want to organize things for crops or going over to friends' houses for crafting. You can put everything that you need for one project into one pouch. And then on top of that, they have the craft bag, and that is 16 by 16. So all of the pouches I just showed you will fit inside of this. So it's got the zipper along the top, so that opens up the entire bag. And there is a shoulder length handle on this, so you can put it over your shoulder. But there's also a pouch on the front that you can unzip. Oops. Let's open that up. And then you'll notice that the smaller pouches will fit inside that pouch. Okay, smaller pouches in the front. This large one would fit inside the bag as well, so you can get everything into the craft bag itself. And then it's good to take to wherever it is you're going, or just using it as storage for your craft room. So when we showed the teal ones, when they first came out, everybody went crazy. Even Simple Stories sold out of them. I don't think we really expected them to be as popular as they were. It's not like this is the first time we've seen something like this on the market, but the quality of them is amazing, and they were very well received. So they did restock all the teal, which we did as well. And then now we've brought in the pink. So those are all available from Simple Stories. And then we're going to start into the collections. So this is a mini collection. It's called Totally 80s. So there is a collection kit. Now, I will say for all the Simple Stories collections, we did order some extra embellishments and some things in smaller quantities through our distributor. Now, they had an electrical issue as the result of a storm, an electrical storm that went through. There was some big electrical surge. So they've suspended shipping right now. And we have orders waiting to get shipped out, as do many other stores. And they have suspended that. We do not have a timeline yet as to when that is going to start up again. And we also know that everything is going to be backlogged now. So there's going to be delays in shipping. So there may be a few things missing from these collections that we are waiting for them to arrive from our distributor. So it's kind of a bummer, but nothing we can do about it. All the stores are kind of in the same situation with all the things that they use that distributor for. And it is a pretty major distributor. So it is affecting everyone. So hopefully they get it resolved sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, there might be things we're a little low on or that we are waiting to come in. Sometimes certain embellishments, we don't order super deep. So we'll get them from the distributor because we can get smaller quantities. They're just not as popular. Things like those, what do they call those brads? Decorative brads, things like that. They're not, super booming in sales. So sometimes we just pick up a few from our distributor and then at least we have them represented. But unfortunately, they might be a little delayed. So just know that if you're seeing the collection and you're thinking, hey, how come they don't have this? That might be why. So this is the totally 80s mini collection. And this collection has, let me tell you, it doesn't even tell me. Well, shoot. Okay, well, you know what? There's one way to find out. I want to say that there's going to be 6 papers in here, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to misinform you. So I'm just going to pop this open. Oh, it tells me right here. 6 sheets of double-sided designer cardstock. So that means that there are probably 3 patterns, 2 of each, and you get a double side. So there will be 6 patterns in total. And then there's also a cardstock sticker sheet. Okay. So there's your cardstock sticker sheet. So you've got all these fun 80s icons like the high platform shoes, the roller skates, the retro TVs, although I'm not sure that my TV looked like that in the 80s, maybe the 70s, early 70s and 60s. But anyway, cassette tapes, the Walkman, phones like this that were the wireless phones, your boom boxes, all that kind of things. Does anybody remember swatches? That's what this reminds me of, is a swatch watch. I know they were really popular for a while. You could get them in all different designs and they were really cool. Obviously replaced with all of the smart watches that are out there now. But back in the day, if you had a swatch, you were really cool. So lots of really fun things. Of course, word strips that come with this as well. Yep. Everybody knows what a swatch is. I think my husband actually still has one in a drawer. He's a hoarder that way. He likes to keep all those things. And yeah, every once in a while we'll find a drawer and we'll go through it and we're like, oh my gosh, why are you keeping this? So, oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's the paper collection. So you can kind of see all the really fun patterns that are in here. And then there are foam stickers, which is one of the more popular embellishments with the Simple Stories collections. So these are all dimensional and really great titles and things for your pages. There is the bits and pieces. So in here, there are 86 cardstock die cuts and ephemera pieces that go along with the collection. Great for layering and clustering and all kinds of fun things. And then, of course, the glossy enamel dots. Aren't those great colors? So that is totally 80s from Simple Stories. Next up is my favorite one from the release, and it is a travel collection. I'm just going to slide all the embellishments off here. So it's called Open Road, and this is one of their, I would say, normal collections. So 12 sheets of double-sided paper inside there. and you can get an idea of what all of those papers look like. So some are travel themed and others are more generic. I actually prefer them to be more generic, and then have your cut aparts be more themed, and your stickers and your embellishments and your photos. That way the paper collection itself is more flexible. You can use it for other things, and you let your photos and your embellishments tell the story. And then there is a sticker sheet inside here. This is the icon sticker sheet. So it's 12 by 12. You got your border strips, lots of different icons, your word strips, all for open road traveling. And then we have a 6x8 paper pad available for this. And in here, there's going to be 2 exclusive papers that are not available in the big collection. They're only available in the 6x8 one. And I have to say they're both of these ones right here. And then you've got all your cut aparts available, and everything is scaled down. So the prints on them are a little bit smaller. So really good for card making. Awesome for scrapbooking, full 12 by 12 layouts, as well as mini albums and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the icon stickers in open stock. So they come as a 6 by 12 piece now, but they're actually folded in half. So if you look closely at this collection pack, there's a perforation right here. So that will allow you to fold them in half. So the packaging is smaller now, which I really like. And there's the icon one, and then there's also the basics. And this is the basics one. So again, it's a 12 by 12 sheet folded in half. Look at the great font that they're using for their word strips. And these ones are all like, we'll call them black and white. Whereas this one, they're all colored. So it gives you different options. And then we have our foam stickers. So these are the dimensional ones, lots of great title ideas. And this doesn't have to be a vacation where you get on an airplane and go away. This can be road trip stuff too. I love this for road tripping. And I know a lot of us do that in the summertime. You just hop in the car for a day or two, off you go, and you can really have some great adventures that way. So this line is also really good for scrapbooking that. The chipboard pieces, new last time, is they don't come on a sheet anymore. They come already punched out and in a package, but there's no adhesive on the back. I don't know about you guys, but I always found the chipboard adhesive to be yucky. So it just wasn't very strong. I had to add my own adhesive anyway. So it doesn't matter to me that there's no adhesive, but look at all those great icons. So you've got maps and word strips and signs and luggage. If you do go away, you've got camping elements, gas pumps, trailers, like lots of different things. And I did notice some pretty great trees. See, trees here. Where's some more trees? I think I saw them on the papers too, maybe. And I love trees for outdoor stuff. Yeah, so there's some great tree stickers, which makes it really nice for camping and other things. Cameras, they're all in there too. And then as far as ephemera, we've got the bits and pieces. So there are 116 pieces in here. So I'll just hold that up close so you can kind of see all of the different icons. Look at these little Polaroid frames here with images in them. Little license plates, hotel signs. There's pylons. There's just tons of stuff that you can use. And then we have the journal bits and pieces, which look like this. There's 83 different pieces in there. And I find the journal pieces are really nice to pair with the regular ephemera because you can do lots of clustering and layering. Oh, what is Shelby saying? Trees and mountains. Oh, yeah. Well, see? And then this is the floral one. This is what this was called. Yes, floral bits and pieces. So if you like to add greenery to your clustering and your layouts. I'm getting a glare and I'm trying to figure out why. And I just realized I left my overhead light on. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And then we have our enamel dots. Again, these are the glossy ones. So nice and shiny. And all those colors match the collection perfectly. So that is Open Road. So that is a fun one. And then we have, perfect for today's weather, Sweet Summertime. So I'm just going to do the papers first. So here's your collection pack. And in here, there are 12 by 12 papers. So you can see all of the designs here. So you've got your tag papers, grid papers. There's florals, butterflies, polka dots. There's gingham in there. Tons and tons of great papers. And then here's all your cut apart papers here at the bottom. Hold those up there. So you've got all those great cut apart papers on one side. And then on the back, there is your icon sticker sheet that comes in the collection pack as well. You've got a banner piece that says summer, and it's all swimsuits, which is super cute. The perfect day title. There's beach icons, watermelon. You've got your hamburgers, s'mores, hot dogs, word strips, border strips, florals. So it pretty much comes with everything you need. There's even a little layout idea up here, which is kind of fun. And you know Simple Stories is going to be going crazy with all of the inspiration that they post on their social media pages as well. And then there's the two styles of sticker sheet. So we've got our icons, which is the one I just showed you on the back of the collection pack. But maybe you don't want to get a whole collection pack and you just want to get some ephemera and some stickers and things to go with collections that you might already have. I love that. And then the basics are, you know, tabs, a few different icons, different words. You've got waves. And then you've got the more neutral word strips as well. So those are fun. And then you have the foam stickers, and you've got that super cool Making a Splash banner that you can use as a title. So great for like pool pictures or beach pictures. And it's double-sided, so you've got lots of options. Look at these ladybugs and the strawberries. So colorful and fun. The chipboard. So 70 pieces of chipboard in here. So lots to choose from for sure. And then we've got the regular bits and pieces. There's 80 pieces in there. Stuff for barbecuing, ice cream trucks, scootering, beach scenes, backyard camping, all kinds of fun stuff. And then we've got the journal bits. So there's 77 journal pieces inside the package here. Again, great for layering and clustering, which is my favorite thing to do with the ephemera. And then, of course, they have a floral one. And we've got glitter enamel dots. So there's a tiny little bit of glitter. They're not super sparkly, but just a little bit of glitter and sparkle in there. And that is the Sweet Summertime collection. And then, okay, I'm going to put the embellishments up here. Juggling all this stuff and trying to find space while I do this is kind of a challenge sometimes. This is one of their simple vintage collections, and that kind of switches the types of embellishments that come in the collection and the style of the papers. Their vintage collections are very popular. They sell very well. This is the collection kit, so you can get a feel for the look and style of the papers on the front here. And here is a layout sample, so you can see that one of the papers has a large lighthouse on it. And check out all of the cut aparts. So kind of a really nice lakeside, seaside, down east kind of feel, which I really like. So if you go on any kind of vacation to like Newfoundland, the East Coast, I'm sure there's lots of places in the US and even some, I won't call them tropical destinations, but like oceanside destinations that this would work really well for as well. And here is the sticker sheet that comes in the package. So you've got things like seagulls and waffle cone ice cream, scooters, shells in a bottle, a lot of like a very nice seashore kind of feel to it. Here's your word strips and your border strips. And then there is a basics pack with this as well. Susan, you're killing me with all this new paper. I know. And the thing is, I'm a scrapbooker. Okay, I say that. I started out as a scrapbooker, and I still really, really, really enjoy scrapbooking. I would say I mostly focus on the moments and memories pages. So that kind of does my, everyday kind of scrapbooking for the month. And then any traveling I do, or any super special occasions like, a graduation or a wedding or something like that. Then I would, throw an extra page or two in. But when I get out my papers and my ephemera and all that kind of stuff, I just love creating scrapbook pages. So I wish I had more time for it. I know we focus a lot on card making. It is the stronger side of our business for sure. Not that the scrapbooking part isn't strong. It is. But for me to do a live where I create something, I can, whip up something in an hour or so to show card making techniques and that sort of thing. It might take me a whole day to do a layout. I'm much slower at it, but I just feel like it's a little more personal and it takes just a little more time. So finding out and carving out time to showcase layouts. I mean, I would love to do it. Maybe one day. I wish you had more time to create scrapbook layouts for us. I know. I really do wish I had more time, but it would mean that your orders would ship slower and the new products would get unpacked slower, and everything would just there's just so much stuff to do in a day that I don't have a lot of time left over. So that's the problem. But I do try. I mean, I do have some things set aside, to create like promotional bundles and things like that where I can get creative. But for now, it's once a month. And I'm really trying to carve out time sooner in the month to get my page done for Moments and Memories earlier so I can be more creative. If you and Amanda were creating page layouts, I could wait, girl. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe you just should come over and help me do all the other things I'm supposed to do so I could be sitting here scrapbooking. Maybe that's the answer. Anyways, so here's the basics. So one side of the paper will have that subtle pattern on it, and then the other side will be solid, and it all coordinates with the collection. And we're excited because there is a card kit for this one. And it's a fun one. And I've done a live with a card kit before. You can go back and look through our YouTube videos and find that, because the card kits are great. You don't have to do the cards exactly as they are shown. There's a lot of flexibility, and there's a lot of embellishments in here that you could take a card kit and rip it apart and use it to create pages. That would be another really fun thing to do, wouldn't it? So, yeah, there is a lot of really great stuff in these card kits. So really take a good look at them and see what you think, because I think they're awesome. But they do have enough product in here to make 8 cards. Everything you need, including card bases, chipboard pieces, die cuts, step-by-step instructions. No cutting required, just adhesive. Of course, you can always add things to jazz them up, like inking edges and adding extra embellishments and stuff. But it's pretty fun. But yeah, definitely check that out. So there is a card kit available for that collection. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. So here are the sticker sheets. So here's the icons. Now this sticker sheet is available in the collection pack as well. But I'll show it to you here. We kind of went over it. And then this is the other one called the basics. Okay, so there's both sides of that. And then there is the foam stickers. So you'll see a lot of repetition in the style of embellishments that they bring out for each of their collections. But the images change, obviously. So there's your foam stickers. And then there is a 6x8 paper pad for this collection as well. And here you see your 2 bonus sheets right up at the top here. So all the same papers as what's in the full-size collection, just scaled down a little bit. Good for mini albums, card making, scrapbooks, all those things. Now, my favorite part of the vintage collections are the rub-ons. So there is a rub-on package. There's 2 sheets. So here is side 1. By the way, have you guys noticed the new VW buses that are out now? I love them. So they've kind of revamped that old VW. I call it the Scooby. They had it on Scooby Doo, that travel wagon or whatever. They have new ones out now, and they're kind of like retro looking, but they're really, really fun. I saw 2 this morning when I went to the market, and they were blue. And then here is the other side. So really cool effect when you use rub-ons. Rub-ons are great for card making too, so keep that in mind. And then we've got our chipboard pieces. So here are the 56 pieces of chipboard. The mystery machine, that's right. And then we've got our bits and pieces. So there's 77 different pieces in here. Just give everyone a minute to kind of take that in. And then the journal pieces, there are 68. And then we've got the floral ones that are like clusters. So those are great as well. And I will say, ladies, we likely won't be restocking these products once they sort of sell out and sell down. There's going to be a whole whack of new stuff coming down the pipe. So if you see things that you like, make sure you're picking them up. Here are the glossy enamel dots that go along with that Seaside collection as well. So that is Seaside. I'm just going to transfer this back over to my tray here. And then we have one more big one. This is also a Simple Vintage collection. Slide this over here. Oof. And it is called Timeless Harmony. Now, this is one of those collections that is very generic. They are called the ID Buzz, and they are electric. Oh, they are. Well, so you know more than I know, but they're so cute. I would drive one of those. This is a very generic collection. Would be really nice for weddings, like anniversary celebrations, showers, all that kind of stuff, plus a zillion other things. I think for graduations, it would look really nice too. It's got a very neutral palette and all of the things that you love about Simple Stories all wrapped into one. So this is the collection pack, 12 sheets of patterned paper. You can see all of those patterns shown on here. And then I'll just hold up the bottom here so you can see what those cut aparts look like. Aren't they beautiful? And then there is the sticker sheet that comes with it. I think this would be really nice for like heritage style pages as well. So there's the collection pack. And then this is the basics pack. And even if you don't buy the collection and you just love this color palette, to pick up these as some really nice neutrals and basics to have in your stash is a great idea as well. And they do have a card kit for this one too. So a little note for you, may your day be perfect. There's beauty in every moment. Life is full of lovely moments. Wishing you a beautiful day. So you can see how it's very generic. So same idea with the card kit. You can make 8 cards. Everything's included. And then we have the 6x8 paper pad. And we have the foam stickers. So they're just, again, really neutral, elegant, sort of formal, but not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be formal, but it has the ability or the, I don't know, what's the right word? The potential. There we go. And then we have our icon stickers, which is the one that is included in the collection pack. And then there's also the basics. So you've seen this one. And then this one here. Look at that beautiful bird. I love that they have the black with white writing on the word strips in this one. And then let's see, do we have our, no foam stickers in this one. Well, oh yes, I showed those to you already. Sorry. The rub-ons, here they are. Now these rub-ons are really cool. If you look just at this part, I'm going to pull out some cards I made using 49 and Market rub-ons because I just put them away. It is a very similar look, and I just want to show you how the rub-ons can be used to make cards. So here's a card that I did using a rub-on, and this is like a floral, and see how it's got like all that etching and stuff in the background. That transfers over when you rub it onto your paper. So this could be a card front. This could be a card front. This could. You can take things and like add the butterfly to this. It's got some great words, but see, here's another one and another one and another one and another one. So there's lots of potential for cards in these rub-ons if you like to use them for card making. There's even things like little hearts, floral sprigs, of course, sentiments and everything as well. So the rub-ons are gorgeous. And then we have chipboard, which I'll show you the back for. And then there's 3 ephemera packs. So 55 pieces of chipboard. I think a lot of the elements in this would work nicely for sympathy as well. This is the bits and pieces part of the ephemera. Look at these beautiful slides. Can you see those? There's some really neat things in here. There's a nice front door, old-fashioned cameras, and then this is the journal bits. So there's layering pieces for envelopes and like library cards with images on them. Some nice words in this as well. It is a very, very pretty collection. And then floral bits with butterflies and sprigs and all kinds of fun stuff. And then the last thing would be the glitter enamel dots. And again, that glitter is very subtle. I don't know if the camera really picks it up. Oh, maybe a little bit right there. So it's there, but it's not like super sparkly, which I like. So that is Simple Vintage Timeless Harmony. So all of those are from Simple Stories. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? I'm just restacking my cart here. And then we've got some things from Doodlebug that we're going to share as well. So completely different feel than the Simple Stories, but just as great. Another top seller for us for sure. Yes, it's a very, very pretty collection. I really like it. Okay, now for Doodlebug, we got in some new basics pads. So if you are a Doodlebugger, that's what we call you guys, Doodlebuggers, you know that all of their collections work with the same palette of colors. So these are basics in a 6x8 size in polka dots. So on one side of the paper, it's polka dots. On the other side, it's like a Argyle plaid. I'm just going to see if I can flip through the side here so you can see. Yes, well, you can't really, but I'll try. So on one side, you can see that there is that Argyle plaid, and then on the other side is a dot. So just really nice basics in all of their signature colors. And then we got one, so that one's called Plaid Polka Dot. And then this one is called Candy Stripe Sprinkles. So again, one side has the white and colored stripe, and then the other side has a very subtle like sprinkle pattern. So I'll just flip this open so you can see the stripe on one side. And then I'll hold that nice and close because the dots are very subtle. So there you can see the dots. So there's the candy stripe and sprinkles. And then this one is the gingham and the linen pattern. So you've got that gingham and then the linen. So I'll just let you peek. So there's the gingham. So a nice tiny print. Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. And then on this side, we've got the linen. So just some really nice basics to go with all of those Doodlebug collections that you have. So if you're looking for something, they do not come in 12 by 12. They're only in the 6 by 8 size. So that is that. They come out with petite prints, I think they call them, with each of the collections, and those are in a 12 by 12 pack, but they're collection specific. Whereas these will go with any collection, and they're different prints in each pad. Okay, so I'm just going to slide all my embellishments to the side here. And then they came out with a new crafty collection. So we did a promotion around National Scrapbook Day, and we were using the Cute and Crafty line from Doodlebug. And it has been a favorite of ours for many, many years. It's an older collection, but we still had bits and pieces of it that we were hoarding for different things. And now they've released a new crafty collection, which is going to be equally as popular, I think. So I'm just going to pull in those pads that I just showed you. And you can see how these colors go very nicely with the colors that are in the collection. So no matter what it is that they're creating with, whatever the theme is, these pads there will be colors in there that coordinate, because they always work with the same palette of colors. So in the collection pack for this new Color Me Crafty collection, you get all 12 of the pattern papers, plus you get the This and That sticker sheet. So I'll just flip that over. So the This and That sticker sheet is only available in the collection pack. We didn't order these in separately. So that comes in there, and you can kind of see the color palette. And it has things like I Heart Retreats, The Crafty Life, Never Let Anyone Dull Your Sparkle. There's all kinds of word strips here. I love this one here. It's a circle with all your crafty friends in it. And then crafty friends are the best friends. So it's a really fun one to kind of have on hand. You can make cards for your crafty friends. You can scrapbook places you've gone with your crafty friends, whether it be an actual brick and mortar store, a retreat, whether you're just over at friends' houses, maybe you rent an Airbnb for a weekend. So it's just nice to have this kind of a collection on hand to be able to scrapbook those fun things. And then there's also something fun available for the shadow box kit. So they have had these for lots of different collections. I will pull out a shadow box because we have them for sale. I have one right here. So it's an 8x8 shadow box. So it's right here. And this is what they use to create. They don't use it to create, to store the finished shadow box insert kits in. So this kit will create this pattern using stickers and shape sprinkles and enamel dots. They give you a pattern. You just follow along with it. You place everything, and when you're done, you have well, here, I can show you the picture at the top. You have something that you can display in your craft room, and it's dimensional too. There are things that pop up. I think the diagram, I think if it has an X on it, you're supposed to pop it up. There's instructions inside that tell you what to do, but it's super cool, and they look amazing when they're done. I've given them as baby gifts and fun things, and I actually had one of these for myself, but I've added it back to inventory because we're very low on them already. So we will be getting our hands on more as soon as our distributor opens up shipping. As long as they're available, we will bring in more of these because I think people are really going to like them. Like there's a lot of people that collect them, and then you can switch out your decor inside your frame to whatever you want. So it's kind of a cool thing to have. So that is available as well. Very low inventory on that. People have already been shopping for all these fun things already. Okay, and there's also some die sets available with this collection. So this die set creates the camera and the speech bubbles along with the hearts, and it's just a die set, so everything that you need is there. And then the image comes with it, so you can cut it out and recreate this. But what a great embellishment for a layout or a card. And then this one here is the You're a Treasure. So you get this really cute jar filled with buttons and confetti. I'm pretty sure you can make that into a shaker, so you can fill it with whatever you want. But it's a really cute option. And you can also use that jar for many other things. There is a 6x12 sticker sheet that comes with this as well. So this is very different than the This and That sticker sheet that comes in the collection pack. This one is filled with icons. And these little jars, look at that. They're sequins, glitter, shakers. These are the shaker balls. You guys know about the shaker balls, don't you? If you've watched any of my Doodlebug lives, when they talk about the shaker balls, I just about lose it. That's what they call them. But they have their own products created into stickers, which is really cute. You even got the lanyard that has the "Hello, my name is" that you can fill in. There's a little crop bag, all kinds of fun stuff on here. So really great icons for crafting. And then new to their lineup of products lately are these really cool puffy stickers. So the puffy stickers on their own are really fun. Look at all your scrapbook friends there. You've got flowers, hearts, and little dots, tools, Polaroids, adhesive. You've got your drink cups, paint palettes and paintbrushes. And there's all those fun little jars with embellishments in them, and then the cameras. But now they also have puffy words, which is also very fun. And if you like stickers, you know puffy stickers are almost irresistible. Like, I love them. They're really fun to use. They create a little bit of dimension, and they just look great. So there's those two options for embellishments. And then we have our odds and ends and chit chat, which are staples within their collections as well. The odds and ends are more like icons. So images. There are 142 pieces in here. So I'm going to hold this up nice and close so you can kind of see all the great things that you can create using these ephemera pieces. And then this one is the chit chat. So more like word strips and things like that. Titles. And there are 101 die cuts in here. So really fun elements for sure. And then there is a 6x8 pad available for this collection as well. And that is just scaled down versions of all of the papers that are available in the 12x12 collection kit. So really cute patterns. And then we have 3 different kinds of enamel shapes. So you've got tools and icons. What is this one called? I'm trying to get it down there so I can read it. Crafty Girl. So all of your basics. This one is called something. Garden of Color. So florals. And then this one is called Love the Memories. And it's all the cameras, which is really cute. And those little enamel hearts. So those are all available. And then there is just plain enamel dots. Like, don't you just want to eat these? They just look very yummy, like candy. Smarties or something. I don't know. I love the colors. They're just awesome. So that's Color Me Crafty enamel dots. And then they have some shaker pieces. So these ones are the Love This, and they are little hearts. Do you see that? These are like the little clay hearts. And then these ones are itty bitty buttons. So all those different colored buttons. And then we have one of the most popular embellishments are the Doodle Pops. So I'm going to kind of lay these out here. So these are little dimensional stickers, but they're so fun for card making or for scrapbooking. So you can make a card out of one of these little Doodle Pops or tags or anything like that. This one is called Girls Getaway. And I don't know if you can see the dimension, but like they're kind of popped up. And then the hearts are like enamel dots, and the headlights have enamel on them, so they're glossy. And this one is called BFFs. I love that. And then this one is called Tools of the Trade. And this one is called Just a Note. This one is called Crafty Girl. This one is called Color Me Happy. And then this one is called Making Memories, which I love. So that is the Doodlebug Color Me Crafty collection, along with those basic pads in the 6x8 as well. So that is everything that I'm going to share with you today. Now I'm going to pull out my giveaway again, and we'll go over that. So let's get it out of this pouch I put it in. So this is going to go to one lucky winner. Yeah, they look like Skittles. You're 100% right. Those enamel shapes. Yeah, I say they look like Smarties, but I think you're right. They look more like Skittles. But I just always think, oh my God, I want to eat them. Okay, so this is the giveaway. So because we are talking more about paper collections today, I thought it would be fun to give away something more paper crafting related. So this whole bundle is going to go to one person. And the criteria is you have to purchase minimum $25 between 4 p.m., which is when our video started, and noon tomorrow of regular priced product. Okay, so you can't run to the sales section and load your cart up with sale items and cash in on the prize. So regular price product. You must leave a comment on your order saying that you watched the live. Okay, whether it be live or whether it on replay, I don't care, but you have to let me know that you were here for the live, or you saw the live stream or whatever. And then we will do a random draw tomorrow, just after noon, and we will give this away to one lucky winner. So I think I covered everything. I went through this all in more detail at the beginning of the video. So if you're coming in a little late or partway through, you can watch this once I sign off. You can restart and watch the beginning. And I talk exactly about this, the giveaway and everything. Any questions you want answered before I sign off? We will be back tomorrow around 4 p.m. Christina is going to be here. She is going to be sharing techniques with embossing folders. We've had several requests, and she's going to be sharing some fun stuff with embossing folders. So I'll be even inviting her in, and we're going to be talking together, and then I'm going to kind of give her the stage, and she's going to show you some really cool things to do with embossing folders because they are such a hot product in the marketplace. There's 3D ones, there's just regular embossing folders, and she's got techniques. I mean, we're not show you every technique that there is available, but we are going to show you some really fun ones. So if you're interested in that, you'll want to tune in tomorrow at 4. You will obviously be able to watch it on replay as well. So if you can't be available tomorrow at 4, that's okay because it will live on our YouTube channel. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, that would be really great. It just takes a second, doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help us out. So thumbs up on the video, and any questions, you can just email us at the store and we will be happy to help you. So until tomorrow, have a good night and we will see you again soon.